Hey guys, Timmy, welcome back to another video. Today we have a bunch of new releases to try out. And without further ado, let's jump right into them. First one we have here is Le Beau, and the note for this one we have bergamot, coconut, and tonka bean. Very simple. That's the notes I got from Fragrantica. Hopefully it reigns true. This one sounds like it might be a very sweet fragrance with a slightly fresh top notes. It's alright. I do get the coconut, but it's not a lotiony-ish type coconut that you might find in a lot of coconutty style fragrances. This one does have a coconut vibe. It is just slightly bit lotiony, but not super lotiony. And that's a good thing because I don't like lotiony coconut. Whenever I smell coconut fragrance that smells like lotion, I immediately dismiss it because it's just, you know, why wear that when I can just wear lotion? That's more beneficial for my skin, in fact. The coconut in here is very tamed. The tonka bean in here is almost non-existent so far. I think it'll come back later in the dry down, and we will be smelling a dry down as well. After we smell all the fragrances, I'll come back and smell all the dry down. But yeah, Le Beau right now, it's good. The bergamot is fresh, but it's not a singy bergamot. It doesn't smell like delicious singy bergamot that we all know, so it's just a little bit fresh, that's all. Coconut is okay, tonka bean non-existent. Right now it's pretty mediocre, to be perfectly honest with you. Don't really care too much about this one. So far, 2.5 out of 5. Next one we have here is Acqua di Gio Absolute Instinct, the new flanker to the Absolute line. This one is spicier than the original one. It has a lot more depth, a lot more deeper type of notes to it. Overall, so far, right off the top, I like this one more. I actually really like this one more because the first one really smells like a fruity Acqua di Gio. That's more akin to maybe high school. Even though the bottle has a wooden cap, it looks more gentlemanly, but no, that one's definitely more akin to high school, more akin to college students. This one is not like that. This one actually smells like what the bottle looks like for a change. Smells better, richer, deeper, slightly more spicy, and it has a hint of a note that I have a feeling it's leather, but I'm not sure. It doesn't smell completely like leather. I could be wrong. I did not look at the notes for this one, but it has a really nice heavy leather-ish kind of element to it, mixed with some citruses, mixed with some spices. The Acqua di Gio DNA in this one is very fleeting, to be perfectly honest with you. It smells very different from your typical Acqua di Gio that you're used to, for sure. So in terms of it being a flanker, I feel like this one is the most different out of all the flanker that Armani ever released for Acqua di Gio line. This one is the most unique one. I quite like this one. This one so far, out of 5s, I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5. This next one we have L'Homme Ideal Cool. Very cooling. very cooling. Just like the name suggested, the opening is just a blast of freshness right off the top. Some kind of a minty feeling to it. I don't know if it's mint or peppermint or something. It just has a very minty type shower gel opening. Yeah, like mint mixed with shower gel vibe. To me, it smells very refreshing, but at the same time, quite generic too. I don't know, man. I don't know about this one. I'm on the fence. This one, honestly, I'm very on the fence because I do like it because I see it being very easy to wear, but at the same time I see it being very fleeting. I feel like this would not last at all. If it does last though, I would think it's a good fragrance. I still wouldn't think it's a great fragrance. L'Homme Ideal Cologne is a much better summer flanker in my personal opinion. That one has actually some character to it, some class to it. This one just smells like minty shower gel, and I don't know if I like that. And the more I smell it, the more I get a little bit of a toothpastey vibe as well, which I don't really like. I don't know about this one. This one I'll give so far 3. Next one we have Invictus Legend. Smells like Invictus, but very much more heavy on the sweetness. More amped up on the sweetness, but the sweetness is not a super sugary sweet like the original Invictus or Invictus Intense. This one is more deeper, more darker type of sweet. Overall, still in the same vein. I wouldn't say that it deviates all too much from the other Invictus. So this one you would wear for the exact same situation as you would wear the original Invictus or Invictus Intense. So yeah, this one off the top of my nose just smells like a deeper, like a more deeper sweet version of the Invictus line. So yeah, not much to say there. Not much to say at all. It's good. It's good for what it's intended to do. Nothing too inspiring, to be perfectly honest. Nothing groundbreaking. But if you like Invictus or Invictus Intense or Invictus Aqua, you're probably going to enjoy this one because this is very similar to the other ones, just a deeper sweet rather than brighter sweet. So far, 3. Next one we have Dolce & Gabbana The One Mysterious Night EDP. What a long name. I don't know, man. I like it, but then I don't at the same time. Very hard to say. It's like I keep wanting to smell it, but I would never wear this myself. Leather. Smells like a spicy, smooth suede fragrance, like suede leather, spicy, very nighttime, very kind of leaning toward the romantic or dating scene territory, but I don't know if I would wear this. I don't know. It just smells a little bit too heavy for me. Not fresh enough, a little bit too heavy, a little bit too thick. I don't know. I'm questionable on this one. I don't know how to rate it. It does smell good. I don't know if I would ever wear it. It's not generic, but it's also not artistic, so it's kind of like riding the line in between, right in the middle, and I don't really know how to score this one. So far, I would say maybe a 3 as well. 3.5. Let's just say 3.5 for Dolce & Gabbana Mysterious Night. It just smells, yeah, like a slightly spicy suede-ish kind of fragrance. Although I could be wrong, there could be no suede in this, but that's what I smell off the top. It just smells like a slightly brownish suede with some spice. All right, this next one, you guys been waiting for this one. This one's actually not a first impression. I've worn this for the past couple days now, but I will give you guys some thoughts on it. This one to me, I watched Ashlyn's review, actually Jensen's review, and I agree completely. The opening, I don't like the opening at all. Like for me, when the first time I smelled it off camera, I was like, that's it? Is that really it? I really didn't like the opening one bit, and it feels like a letdown in comparison to the opening of the original La Nuit de l'Homme. As it dries down though, it begins to become a tonka bean fragrance. A fall and winter tonka bean type seductive fragrance, which to me is not a bad thing. Really is not a bad thing, but for those type of occasion, I can think of many fragrances that fits the bill so much better than this one, you know what I mean? This one does the job okay, but there are all-star fragrances that are in the tonka bean territory as well that just does the job so much better. So I feel like this one right now off of 2 wearings feels like a misrelease in a way. It doesn't feel like it's a good release. Quite disappointing for La Nuit de l'Homme Eau de Parfum. Big release, big name, could have done something really awesome, but to me right now after 2 days, only 2 days, just not hitting it for me. Really, it's not. A little bit disappointing, to be perfectly honest. Opening sucks. Dry down is good, but there are way better fragrances out there for the exact same situation that you would use this in. All right, let's do a dry down now. Le Beau. This one's actually better now. The coconut kind of tones down a little bit now, leaving some room for a tonka bean to show up. And it smells a little bit more grounded. It's not so heavily coconut now. The tonka bean really adds a little bit of a darkness to it. I feel like it will be darker and darker over time, which is nice. It's not a powdery-ish tonka bean at all. It actually smells nicer. It smells like a very clean 20 to 30% tonka bean and the rest being coconut. Quite a nice combination, I would say. I quite like it. It smells pretty tropical, to be honest. I would wear this on a tropical beach or a tropical getaway. It's quite nice. I actually like it a bit better now. Way better than the opening, that's for sure. So yeah, Le Beau, good improvement. Next one we have the One Mysterious Night. This one is still okay, and it smells a little bit more like incense now to me. Like there's some incensey notes that pops up. I still don't know if I would wear this or not. It smells a little bit too heavy for me to wear. It smells quite nice. I feel like this would be better as an incense candle or just a regular candle for home than to wear as a fragrance. So yeah, for the One Mysterious Night, I don't recommend you get it. But if you like the smell, you can spray it around the house. I think this makes your house smell much better. But I don't recommend it to actually wear. Next, we have Absolute Instincts. This one is fleeting now. Very fleeting. The heavy opening is nearly gone. Sweet, slightly spicy. It still has more, I would say, more depth than the original Acquavit Absolute, the first Absolute. Still has a little bit more depth, a little darker. So I do prefer this one over the original Absolute. It smells nice. This one is one that I would definitely want to test out a lot more, so I will be reviewing this one eventually. Hopefully I can get a bottle for cheap somewhere. But yeah, this one is promising. This one is good. I can actually see myself wearing this one for the summer or fall time. Yeah, really good. I actually enjoy this one. Even though it's beginning to fade a little bit, I feel like it does have a bit of lasting power if it's on skin, because there's a lot of darker notes in here. It smells really good. Next one we have L'Eau Médio Cool. Man, same thing. It smells like that minty toothpaste with shower gel. If it lasts, it's a good fragrance. You know, you can wear it for the summertime too. It's just gonna be very refreshing, which is super awesome. If it doesn't last, it sucks. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. But this is only for people who really like the minty vibe, because it does smell more and more like toothpaste the more it dries down. And for me, not a big fan. I really don't like this. Like, there's a reason why I didn't like Cryptomint by Thierry Mugler when it came out, because it smelled like toothpaste to me. This one, similar. Now, this is just brushing your teeth when you're taking a shower, really. Not a big fan of L'Eau Médio Cool. I like L'Eau Médio Cologne much more. Last dry down, Invictus Legend. Yeah, still just a darker, more deeper version of all the Invictus. I think Invictus line as a whole line are pretty linear fragrances. They start out one way, they end the same way. They're pretty good at doing that. This one's gonna be the same, in my personal opinion, from testing it out, is that it's gonna start off one way, ends the same way. So this one is gonna retain that kind of dark, deep sweetness with the Invictus DNA throughout the life of the fragrance, which is, to me, it fits a purpose, right? You wear it for nights out. It might be redundant to own if you already own all the other Invictus, but if you're into something a little bit more deeper, a little bit more sweet, maybe you want to wear Invictus more for the winter time, then go with Invictus Legend. But if you already own Invictus, Invictus Intense, this one's gonna feel a little bit more like a redundant release. But yeah, nothing to complain about that one. It fits a purpose, but again, not all that inspiring. And for me, personally, not gonna be reviewing that one. All right, that's it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the first impression. All those decants that I got are from decantboutique.com. This is not sponsored in any way. I just got it from them because they're so nice to send them to me. But yeah, if you wanna go try out those fragrances yourself, I'll leave a link down in the description below for you to go try those out, buy them. I think they're available in at least 1 ml, so you guys can try all those things out yourself. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace and bye.